Couldn't he what? Shit. Can I talk to you about that afterwards? So yeah, my name's Saul Henry. I've come straight from work, hence dressing like this. So apologies for being a lot smarter than you fucking slobs. I made this commitment to myself, like, because I've not had any gigs for a little while. By the time I do another gig, I'll write a new 10-minute set. So some of you who arrived at maybe like 7:30 will have seen me sitting outside writing my new 10-minute set, because I'm really fucking on the ball, me. So I might have to do a little bit of reading. When I say a little bit, I'm going to spend most of the gig like this, just going through everything. And I've got, you're going to be so impressed, Emma, in a little bit. When I show you this picture, you'll be amazed. But we'll get to that in a bit. I drew a fucking picture, because I knew Daniel was going to be emceeing today, and he does some amazing pictures, and I thought, what I'm going to do is try and be 4% of a Daniel. So hopefully, I mean, I'm not aiming too high, but hopefully I can be 4% of a Daniel by the end of this. So yeah, thank you. Some awes there, that's always really good. That's the kind of response I get when I ask people out on a date as well. Yeah, like, my dating life hasn't been too great of late. I've recently divorced, finally. Free. It's been an interesting couple of years for me. I've tried my hand at some of the dating stuff. I've been on the Bumbles and the Tinders and stuff like that. I keep getting this amazing message on Tinder. It's just like so consistent. What it says is something went wrong, please try again later. And I don't know who's controlling it, who's sending me this information, but you know what? I try again later. And something's still gone wrong. And I think that says a lot about what the fuck has happened in my life over the last couple of years. Something's gone wrong, Saul. Try again later. And I think one of my earliest attempts at dating after my now ex-wife, and I separated was I went out with someone who was a comedian, and I thought, fucking hell, comedian, she's really funny. She, I know, a few of you, yeah, she, yeah, really, fuck. But yeah, she is really funny, and then I went to see her stand on a stage, a lot like I am today, and talk about me. And I thought, oh shit.
You were cute.
And I'm someone, and I don't want to make too many people uncomfortable. However, I am going to talk about sexy times. I hope none of you get up and leave while I'm discussing this intimate matter. So what she was talking about was, unbeknownst to me, this event took place. And I was giving her lots of very tender little kisses and a little bit of toe sucking. Some people like toe sucking. Any toe sucking fans here? A few people absolutely fucking repulsed at the prospect. But she quite liked it, you know. It was only when I was sat watching this gig that I found out she had a fucking verruca at the time, and everyone in the room that she was talking to thought this was fucking hilarious. But no, she's a fabulous comedian. However, you guys didn't think that joke was very funny, so I'll cross that out in a second. Earlier this year, I was dating someone else, and she said to me after a little while, you know, maybe we should have an open relationship, date some other people. And I was like, okay, yeah, cool, that sounds like a really good development in this burgeoning relationship. And one of the things I discovered was, you know, the idea of being in an open relationship is like, oh, that sounds great, we can go and shag whoever we want. And you know who wants to have sex with the man in an open relationship? Literally no one. Do you know who wants to have sex with a woman in an open relationship? Literally every man. So, you know, that took me a little while to get past that realisation. But as someone who has kids are a bit of a thing to bear in mind when you're dating people. Some people don't like to date dads. because they're bastards. The people, not the dads. Some of the dads, you know. And I find that really difficult at times. And the other day I was kind of reminded that myself and my now ex-wife we've grown poles apart. We were together 16 years. 16 fucking years. I know some of you are going, what? When he was 4, he met his wife. I'm actually slightly older than that. But we were together 16 years and we've grown miles apart. And I dropped off the kids the other day and she said, because our daughter's called Robin, and hence why I'm going to say this. Robin, the other day, said that you, once they'd gone to bed, had left the flat and gone to the shop to buy some alcohol. And I was like, it's the Tesco, literally over the road. They were both asleep as far as I was concerned. And the way she said it made it sound like I'm such a fucking alcoholic. And you know what, if I wasn't so fucking high, I'd have been really upset about it. One of the things that I do find there's some really interesting and really optimistic dating profiles out there. They're amazing. So there was one that I need to quote this because I wouldn't want to put the wrong words in this person's mouth. Real definition of optimism. This is a woman. Again, some of you are surprised. Stop it. I've already gone over that. I would be interested in hearing from a philanthropist who wants to be a part of something beautiful to help heal our world. And then there was a little peace emoji. And then there was a world emoji and a heart emoji. And I thought, you want someone to pay for you to go to fucking yoga? Do it yourself, it's only a few quid. So, there's that. And then I've learned some amazing new words, like reading other people's dating profiles, some of which I've put into my own. So I've recently discovered the word sapiophile. Anyone familiar with the word sapiophile? It's fucking made up bollocks, it really is. So what sapiophile is, according to a proper dictionary, it's a noun. I don't know what the fucking noun is, or an adjective. I never fucking paid attention, I was 7. So it's a noun for one who is attracted to intelligent people. Oh, that's quite nice. That's quite, finally gives me a fucking opportunity. None of those people are attracted to attractive people. Shit. What Urban Dictionary describes it as something you put on your dating profile if you want to be a pretentious prick. And I thought, excellent, I'll definitely use that. But the person whose profile I was reading on actually misspelled the word sapiophile. And I thought, so she put she's someone who is a sapsiophile. And I thought the worst way to try and attract someone who is intelligent is to spell the word wrong that tells them that you're attracted to their intelligence. But that one wasn't my favourite. This one I discovered the other day. Someone was describing that they want to be in a mahoganyous relationship. Excellent. It's strong and stable. It's a relationship with roots. It's very popular in some areas. I've been asking a lot of people if they would like to join a mahoganyous relationship. To me, my ideal is, for someone to have hazel eyes, maybe be a little bit of an elder, perhaps someone who could go to the beach with me and not be too much of a birch all the time. I was just amazed at mahoganyous relationship. I thought, fucking hell, I'm glad I found you, because I've got a 10-minute set I've got to do in a couple of days' time. And you're fucking gold. But I think what I've avoided doing, like talking about dating and things. I've been doing comedy for like 10 months or something like that. I've avoided talking about dating because like lots of people talk about dating, and I went and I watched this guy. He was talking about his dating life, and he was a fucking gorgeous man. And I was talking to someone afterwards who watched him, and he said, "Ah, God, he can't do jokes about his dating life because he's too fucking handsome. You'll be alright. Bastards. So, especially by complete coincidence, Emma. It is Emma, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got a fucking terrible memory. Right, so I've been doing lots of communicating and using acronyms and using emojis and things like that. Things that are new to someone my age, which is definitely isn't over 40. And one of the emojis that I've discovered, I've literally never seen anyone use it. So I've drawn a picture of it because I think it says, "Will perform cunnilingus for money." And frankly, I haven't got a fucking clue what else it means. Thank you very much. I've been Saul Henry. Goodbye.